Well, Ben, it's going to be clouding over for many of us today, that's for sure. Now, this month provisionally has been the hottest June on record, but one of the other features of the weather is it's been very dry across the south. St Athan is near Cardiff, and here we've not even had a quarter of the June average rainfall. Mind you, there is a little bit on the way today. We've got these gloomy skies working into western areas, and with that will come outbreaks of drizzle. We're starting to see that arrive, but if I put on the rainfall totals today, you can see, although it is going to be quite wet across western areas, I say wet, actually, many areas will just get an odd millimetre of rain, something a bit wetter there for western areas of Scotland.
It's raining at Lords, a little chillier than it has been. Not quite as chilly as Darren Bett was telling us it was going to be last night. This is what happened on the BBC News at 10. A little unseasonable there, Darren. I'm not sure who was more surprised at that, you or the viewers?
That is the question, but thanks for reminding me.
That's all right.
Now, earlier today, you might have noticed there were one or two problems with our weather forecasts on the app and on the website. That was down to our data supplier that supplies the BBC. Now, we think that's been fixed, so we apologise for any inconvenience that caused, but we think the forecast on the app and on the website is getting back to normal now, Ben.
All right, Chris, thank you.
Good afternoon. We had a bright start this morning, some sunshine too. You can see the veil of high clouds, so hazy sunshine, but the cloud's been thickening and will continue to this afternoon as a warm front starts to edge across.
Good evening. We end June on a bit of a dull, damp and cooler note, but believe it or not, June has actually been potentially one of the hottest on record, if not the hottest. We'll have to wait until next week to confirm it. We have had lots of sunshine and we haven't had much in the way of rain. Pollen-wise, even with the odd shower over the next few days, we're still going to see high counts with the sunny spells. It's the end of the grass season, but there's also a couple of weeds too. That's it from me. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.
I did get two things right. I did say it was going to be warmer than that next week, and I also said it was going to be more difficult for batting at the cricket today, so that's two more than I normally get. We have seen a lot of cloud, as expected. That's one of the few things. A lot of cloud, a few brave souls here out in the sea off Newquay. We've had some rain and some drizzle. It's been coming from that mass of cloud there. But this is the air that we're going to get into over the weekend, so it looks like things are going to change.
Darren, how's it looking for the weather in SW19 next week then?
Yeah, what you don't want in the first week of Wimbledon in particular is a lot of rain, because there's so many matches, of course, and it's looking OK, actually. We're going to have a look at that later on in the broadcast, but let's head into the weekend first of all, and the weather is certainly changing. It's going to be very different from what we've had today. So bright and breezy sort of sums it up. There'll be some fairly brisk winds around this weekend, but for the most part, it's going to be dry and there'll be some sunshine, and it's going to be warmer than it's been today as well. Now, this was the view outside earlier on today here in Surbiton. Grey skies. We've had the rain arriving to bring a premature end to the cricket at Lords. Now, for the cricket tomorrow, could be a delayed start if those showers hang around for a little bit longer, but otherwise it should be dry with some spells of sunshine. Temperatures 22 or 23 degrees.
The other feature of June is that it's been actually quite dry, particularly so across parts of the south. St Athan is near Cardiff, and here we've not even had a quarter of the June average rainfall. A similar kind of pattern really elsewhere across southern England. Now, today we've seen cloud really gather across western areas. It's been quite gloomy with some mist and some drizzle around as well.
Alex, how's it looking for the weekend?
Well, it's the first weekend in July. June was certainly a record breaker, but it looks as though July is going to be starting off fairly changeable. In fact, let's take a quick look at these pictures. This is Swampole Beach earlier today. Certainly seen sunnier skies through June, but this is what we had on hand this afternoon. Grey skies overhead. That was after the rain had cleared through, and that has been making its way eastwards across the country. But as we head through the next few days, we may see a few brighter breaks here and there. Let's also take a look at the forecast then and see how things are panning out over the next few days. It's all looking rather changeable indeed. Let's have a look right now. Well, let's take a look at the forecast then for the next few days. And as we head into the weekend, it's all going to be fairly changeable across the north in particular. It's going to be a case of rain or showers at times. But as we come further south, mostly dry conditions with some decent sunshine in the south to come tomorrow afternoon. But it is going to be windy at times. Again, that's going to be more so across the north, and that's due to low pressure, which is going to be situated there as we head through the coming days into the start of next week. And it's all thanks to the jet stream, which is going to be quite active as we head through the next couple of days. That's going to be flowing right over the British Isles, and that's going to be the reason for the area of low pressure swinging in and the associated weather fronts that are due to come with it. That's the way looking how we head into this weekend. As I say, quite changeable, but the better weather certainly in the south tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of all the humidity, Alex, I have to say.
No, well, it's not too humid at the moment. You'll be fine.
OK, all right, thank you.